April sucked. I got um I left my old job at my church at the end of March. And after we did Conline, which was awesome, don't get me wrong. Like the rest of the month was pretty rough. By pretty rough, I mean quite rough. See, I got anxiety. Okay. I got really high energy. It sloshes around. And growing up, even, I would have these days where I would get overwhelmed and take a day off school. I just would be like, I can't, I'm just too much. But April, I was depressed. Like, let me tell you, I was not ready to handle that. I was down in a really deep hole. Uh, I knew I was, and I knew, but I knew I was in a hole, but I didn't quite get that I was depressed because I didn't want to do anything. I ate poorly. I was in a stupor a lot of evenings. I played a lot of mobile games, and those things are designed to hijack your dopamine system. So I was literally like using my phone to try to make myself feel a little better. So how did I get out of that? Well, definitely wasn't on my own. It started with my therapist, quite frankly, where I was just able to admit that I was sad. I may be gender fluid, and I may have like thought masculine toxic masculinity as soon as I understood it was a thing. It doesn't matter how much you do that. Those I was born raised male, and those things are in me. And so to admit that I was sad, it took something. But after I started admitting I was sad to my therapist, then I was able to talk to my wife about it, my partner, and just share with them how hard things are right now. And they got it. We've had some challenges in April as well, beyond just the job stuff. And my wife would tell people, like, I'm handling this because Joe just can't right now. Did it hurt my ego to hear that? Yeah, I didn't like hearing that. But it was true. I just couldn't. Couldn't remember hearing her say that. I just seemed like, ugh, I wish that wasn't, I don't want to hear that. But yeah, it was so nice to know that she was taking care of things, that she was looking out for me. And then eventually I started talking to my friends more about how I was not doing well and started making an effort to see them more. Went on a bike ride, had a friend over for coffee, and surprisingly or unsurprisingly, started feeling better. I found the pep in my step, a little spark that I nurture, that drives me in this world. But suddenly it was there again. It never really went away, but I certainly was not feeling it for weeks on end. And then this last weekend, I did this workshop all about communication with people in your life. And I got on my phone and I reached out to probably 3 dozen people because I have a huge social life in reality. Just the pandemic did its best to squash that. And I realized it's now or never. Like, do I want to be in a relationship with these people or not? Because this pandemic, well, might not be over literally, but it's over technically. And it just felt great. It's been feeling so good to be with people. It's gotten me out of my head and just being with what's in front of me and enjoying their presence and company. So yeah, there's people in my life who ultimately helped, not me. Now, if only I can remember that next time I get really depressed.